One of the concerns as this becomes a big election issue is that your government, both the immigration minister and the prime minister, have politicized this issue. Is your party demonizing critics who fairly, they're not racist, they're not, they're just criticizing the immigration system and the border? Are you demonizing your critics to try to silence them?
I'll tell you what we are doing, Evan. We're working hard to make sure that Canadian law is upheld and applied appropriately, and that we're managing these systems on behalf of all Canadians and every part of Canada in an efficient and effective way to protect the safety and security of our country and also to live up to our international obligations. We have had a long history of being a country where people have come seeking protection, and this is a place where they can receive it.
Tell me exactly, when the Prime Minister says critics on immigration are, quote, fear-mongering, there's intolerance, there's fear, there's misinformation. Who's doing this fear-mongering? I'm trying to get an example. Why is it fear-mongering to ask how to stop tens of thousands of people from irregularly marching across the border? Whether they're families or not, a border is a border. What is fear-mongering about that? What is intolerant about that? Seriously, give me an example.
Can I tell you, Adam, that in my experience, fear is truly the greatest enemy of public safety. And when we become afraid of each other, then we become less safe.
That wasn't my question. My question was, who is the Prime Minister referring to? Who exactly is fear-mongering about the border? Who's intolerant? I just want to know. Who is it?
I think the Prime Minister is quite rightly reminding all Canadians that we are a country of immigrants, and that when people come to our country seeking refuge, we uphold and apply Canadian law. And for those who need our protection, we are a welcoming country. And for those who are not eligible for that protection, our processes work to quickly resolve that and determine their eligibility. And if they're not,
to be fair, the municipalities and provinces are not. Look at nobody's against immigration, and we have obligations for refugees and for asylum seekers. But how can you defend a border where you have tens of thousands of people walking across, and then it forces Canadians to pay hundreds of millions of dollars to process them to see if they belong here or in a safe third country like the United States? How can you defend that system as working when it clearly isn't?
Actually, and what we're trying to do is work very hard to make sure it works.